Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are always welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video, and also like it. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make these delicious apple turnovers. All of the ingredients will be listed in the description down below. I'm going to start off with the Today Original Puff Pastry. I really love using it. It's not sponsored, I just love it. Now I'm just going to set it aside so that it can thaw, or you can also just leave it overnight for it to thaw. For our filling, we are going to need some apples. I am using 4 apples because I have them in a small size, but if you have them in a medium size, then you can just reduce the number of apples to 3. It really doesn't matter the color you are using, so you can either use green or red apples. Now we're just going to peel the apples and also remove the cores. You can use a knife to peel your apples, but I am going to use a peeler. After I'm done peeling all the apples, I'm going to use a knife so that I can remove the core. So what I'm doing, I'm just cutting around the middle hard part of the apple where the seeds are usually stored. After that, I'm just going to cut the apples into cubes. After cutting all the apples, we are just going to melt half a tablespoon of butter in a pot on medium heat. When the butter is melted, we're going to go ahead and just put our apples into the pot, and we're going to let them cook for around about 5 minutes until they are nice and tender. After 5 minutes, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of light brown sugar and half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we're just going to mix everything well together, and we're going to let this cook for around about 3 to 4 minutes or until the apples have caramelized. It has now been 4 minutes, and guys, the kitchen smells so yummy. Now I'm just going to pour them out of the pot and let them cool down. While the apple filling is cooling down, we are going to prepare our puff pastry. So you're just going to dust your working area with some all-purpose flour. And then we're going to remove the puff pastry from the packaging and roll it lightly. Now I'm just going to lightly dust my rolling pin and roll it just lightly, and make sure the bottom part of the puff pastry is not stuck to the working area. You can just flip it around and just make sure it's not stuck. Now you're going to get some sharp knife, and you're going to divide your puff pastry into 4 equal parts. And now we're going to prepare the egg wash, which is basically 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water, and we're just going to mix it very well together. What we're going to do with the egg wash, we are going to place it around the borders or the edges of the puff pastry. This will help the puff pastry to stick together. You're going to get a brush, and then you just brush around the edges of the puff pastry. So you're just going to place some of the filling at the center of the border that we created with the egg wash. And then we flip the pastry over. I have dusted my fork, and then you're just going to press it onto the puff pastry like that, just around our turnover. And then we're just going to make 3 openings on top of the turnover. The reason for this opening is just to let the steam out when the turnover is cooking. We are going to put our turnovers in a baking tray lined with some parchment paper and just place them in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. This is how they look before going into the refrigerator. Some do not look that pretty at all, but you know what? Once we cook them, they might look a little bit better. So we're going to also preheat our oven to 200 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 400 Fahrenheit. It has now been 20 minutes. Now we're going to place the egg wash also on top of the puff pastry so that they can come out golden brown. After putting the egg wash, we are going to place them into the oven and then we're going to let them bake for plus minus 20 minutes until they are golden brown. It has been around about 20 minutes and our turnovers are baked. We are going to do the glaze, which is basically icing sugar with some water. Now this is half a cup of icing sugar and we are going to add 1 tablespoon of water, but you can always increase the amount of icing sugar if you see that the glaze is a little bit runny. So you're just going to get your spoon and glaze on top of the turnovers. It can get a little bit messy, so it's best to do it while they are still in the pan. And there we have it, guys. This is our end product. These turnovers are so yummy and very crispy. So I'm just going to open one for you to see how it looks. Guys, this is so crispy and look at the apples. They are so delicious. Now the camera wasn't focusing at all. Since I'm doing a voiceover here, I couldn't stop eating them at all. They are so yummy. You guys need to try them out. And you can enjoy them as a snack or as a dessert. Now don't forget to comment down below what you would like to see me cook. Now guys, we have reached another milestone of 200 subscribers. I am so grateful and I thank each and every one of you for always helping me trying to share the video to your family and friends and also getting them to subscribe. Thank you very much for that. And now if you are new here and you aren't subscribed yet, please don't forget to do so. Just hit that red subscribe button there and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be always notified whenever I upload a new video. Bye! See you in the next video.